What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Cannon Fodder here. We are playing Vermintide 2 Empire in Flames. We're back again with another walkthrough to find all of the tomes and all of the Grims within said game. Our first tome is just up there on that ledge, and it's going to take me a while to figure out how to get up. There's a small jumping puzzle involved, and to be honest, I'm not very good at jumping. So this used to be the way that you would get in there. However, either I messed up the jump or they've changed something with the last update, Winds of Magic. There is content coming for that, however, and I would like to do a little bit more by way of doing some character guides. So for this particular build, I'm playing Sienna. It's Lingering Flames. I am following a guide written by somebody else. So I'm going to do a little bit more research and figure out why it is that I'm using the talents that I'm using. But it's a really good talent build. Lingering Flames is something special. Now I'm still trying to figure out how to get over there. We do figure out an alternate route at some point using this starting area. Yeah, I keep looking at it, but I keep failing to realize what it is that I need to be doing here. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, not having the greatest of luck with this. It's just one of those things. So we're doing. Have I mentioned we're doing this on Recruit? I'm fairly certain I've mentioned we're doing this on Recruit at some stage. The reason being is that our characters are kind of, for the most part, really overpowered at this stage. So doing it on Recruit means that I want to say mobs that you have to deal with are going to be really, really easy. Like, this on Legend would have killed me. I'm not going to lie. This would have killed me. But it's Recruit, so it does barely any damage. And I can just shrug it off. Even when we have both Grimoires, like, the damage on Recruit is little to nothing. So we're about to take a cut here, I believe. And we're going to go away, figure out how to jump. It dawns on me. There it is. We've figured it out. We've gotten up. So using the two areas from earlier, up on the stone ledge, up on the wooden post, busted wooden post, out onto this rafter, up even more onto the wooden wall, and then dropping down. There is your first tome. There's usually sometimes goodies in the chest, so always check your chests. You may never know what is in there. Loot die, ammo, other cool things, like, more health pots or more other pots. But it's time we make our way on to the first grimoire, I believe. Because one of the things I really like about this game is the character interactions as well. So if you do have this game, take some time to listen to the conversation that happens between, say, Sienna and Saltspire, the witch and the witch hunter. Or listen to what goes on between Carillion and the dwarf. I'm just hunting around for other things while we deal with this horde. So that's one of the really nice things I like about the Sienna build is that that trail of flames. It is called Trail of Flames. So look at my Trail of Flames. That does burning damage over time. This is one of the brilliant things about this build. Again, I will go into that in more depth in another detail. So this is the only boss that spawns during this. If you're playing on a harder difficulties, closer to the end of this map, there does tend to be another boss of something, like a chaos spawn or another, whatever. But there's our first Grim. There's a barrel next to it. You have to blow the barrel up, essentially. What am I doing? Past Wombat was not thinking straight. So blow the barrel up. That actually blows a hole in the wall behind it, which allows you to access the Grim. You got to crouch down and crawl onto a wall and grab it there. I don't tell the bot to grab it, which, for some people, you may want to tell your bots to grab this one because the second Grim is in a harder to reach spot. However, it doesn't matter all that much because, well, the Grims obviously are, the bots really are a bit cheaty. Anyway, second tome. Now, for those of you who have not played this map yet, or in the process of playing this map and wondering where this tome is, this one is a little bit hard to find. They have secreted it away rather well. If you go through this doorway and up the stairs, you've gone too far. So continue down past, look in the hole on your right, and there's a skeleton. Underneath the skeleton, there's your tome. Now, if you're playing with other people, yes, you jump and grab it. If you're not and you want to take your bots to do it, so jump, then look at the book, press your T key, and tell whichever one of your bots wants to grab it, basically. So for me, it's Barton. Now we're up to our second grimoire. This is just before you go through the house up to the barrel run. Short jumping puzzle up onto that lamppost and then across these 3 rafters. One of the fun things that was added into the game recently with the Winds of Magic update was Ravaged Art, which means there are artworks hanging in your castle. You do need to collect all the artworks within a certain map. There's our second grimoire. Here's what I was talking about. I tell Kruber to grab it. He doesn't jump up, he just grabs it. Yeah, the bots are a little cheaty. But I do like some of the artwork. It's actually really, really well done. So we're going to quickly go grab this piece of Ravaged Art. You collect it from Okri's book. So when you've collected them all, he'll tell you that you've collected it and that you can come and get it from him. Or get it from the book, rather. But we're going to go to our next bit. We're going to do the barrel run. Heal up quickly. It is worth noting that there are trinkets that can help you with full grimoire runs. Curse resistance is an amazing thing. It is percentage based, as most of the properties for some of your trinkets, charms, and necklaces are. Just making sure that the bots have grabbed ammo. I don't know why, but I tend to treat them like people for some reason. Let's be honest. The computer isn't people. I'm sorry, computer. You're not people. But, so, what was I? Oh yeah, curse resistance. It's a great thing, particularly on Legend, where your health is something that you really want to closely monitor. Curse resistance trinkets are great. The one that I have is only an orange level trinket. I need to upgrade it when I get enough red dust, or if I can even unbox one with it on it. But curse resistance, fantastic thing to have on any difficulty, really. We're on our way to get our last tome and, of course, the end of the map. During this one, particularly on harder difficulties, you just want to keep, well, you want to stick together with your team because you're going to be doing a lot of fighting. There are usually a decent amount of hordes coming, particularly on this stairway. I have had so many times where it had a full team wipe because one of us, 2 of us, or just we haven't really, our team cohesion was not there. This is one of the reasons why I love Lingering Flames. Look at that kill count. And this is all just from setting them on fire with our hand, mind you. But yeah, lots of squad wipes just from that area, just because somebody has run ahead or we've just not worked together well. I get this next bit wrong. I keep looking for the book upstairs. It's not. Jumping across onto that little beam there. Checking the chests, obviously, there's usually potions or trinkets there. It's actually under the ash pile. The book is under the ash pile that I just stand on right there. If you don't have any space, it is worth unlocking the book for your teammates. Got to deal with the horde. So that they can pick it up. If you mess up the jump, don't worry. You can always get back up to that area via this ramp. I've messed this jump up a lot of times. You've got to sort of space it correctly as well as time it correctly. That pole that I was facing, if you're too close to that, you won't make that jump. That's just, unless you're like, 10 times more skilled than I am, which, let's be honest, a lot of people are. I'm not the best at anything that I do, but I try. And then it is actually down there behind the table under that ash pile, and I can't find it. I do take a quick look at the guide that I'm using. Again, description down below. Just to confirm that it is there. That I haven't moved it, because with the what was it? Not the second DLC, that's Shadows over Bogenhafen, but the third one, back to Ubersreich. They moved all the tomes. So my prior knowledge of most of that, barring 1 or 2, looking under the table there. Nope, there it is. So I'm just spamming the T button. If you can't find something, spam the T button. It will highlight it, and that's great. It's usually about this time on a harder difficulty that you will have grabbed your third tome. It is now time to run, usually because if the game doesn't like you, it will start spawning things. Leeches, Chaos Witches, Catch Rats, Gutter Runners, any one of a number of the rat bosses, usually. So, your Chaos Spawns Rat Ogres or Storm Fiends. Even a Bile Troll have had that. Again, team wipes all round. If you're playing by yourself, soloing this, just run. The bots will take care of themselves. Once you're inside the shiny blue circle of safety, it's basically game over. So even if you've got a team, again, run for the blue circle at that last point. Don't worry about sitting behind or anything. That's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another one of those sort of semi-long-winded guide videos that I'm doing. I'm Cannon Fodder. I'll see you later. Wombat out.